Thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your astrological overview for week commencing the 16th of November. We continue to have the connection between the Sun and Mercury in the deep and passionate vibes of Scorpio. That is going to come to a close at the end of this week as they move on Saturday and Sunday into the expansive, mutable energies of Sagittarius. Now, of course, Saturn already lies in Sagittarius, and this week is forging a fantastic angle to Mars. Now, when these two are not on good terms, it can create enormous frustration and limitation. But when they work cooperatively together as they do this week, it's an opportunity for us to work hard but very constructively in a way which can be lasting and is sustainable. So there is a lot to go for this week. And Mars in Libra gives us the opportunity to balance our approach and to be a bit more intuitive about our relationships as well. Now, Venus is also continuing in Libra, one of its two home zones, and diplomacy generally can certainly open the door to opportunity. Although there may be times this week when the Sun's combination with Mercury can make us a bit blunter and a bit more to the point, and the trick is not to jump to conclusions. Now, Neptune, the co-ruler of Pisces, is continuing to square up with Saturn. This is an issue I flagged at the start of the month, but it's really beginning to build up in its intensity. Ironically, Neptune starts to go forward from Wednesday after a 5.5 month backward journey. That's not necessarily going to mean that its potential for confusion or befuddlement is going to come to a close. But of course, this is a very positive planet in lots of ways because it's so creative and it can help us get in touch with the more spiritual and artistic sides of our nature. But in its clash with Saturn, which really, as I say, intensifies now, we need to make sure that we are putting the right amount of energy into the appropriate issues and not spreading ourselves too thin with fanciful ideas that perhaps will never work out. So if you are someone who's developing something that's exciting you, you need to thoroughly road test it in terms of your research, asking people what they think, and in being realistic. Don't get too swept away with something before trying to link up with the wider world. By the end of this week, Venus is forging an opposition with Uranus, which can create a lot of excitement romantically, and even a short-term fling for some lucky people. On the other hand, there may be an opportunity to have a bit more space in a relationship which is a little clingy. And certainly, with Mercury and the Sun making their way, ingressing into Sagittarius as this week draws to a close, the whole appreciation of space, independence, freedom is going to become a much greater one for us all. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.